Who is Marrok? And is he even important? Let's discuss theories, and then I'll tell you who I think he is. So, aside from the introduction of two awesome Dark Jedi, we have an interesting armored Inquisitor named Marrok. Now, we know he's an Inquisitor based on his lightsaber design. The only Force users that used dual lightsabers that spun in circles were the Imperial Inquisitors. They even did corny stuff like spinning them so fast they could fly away. That's definitely one of the more cartoonish aspects to the Inquisitors. But Marrok is a mystery other than us knowing his former occupation. Now it seems Baylan has recruited him onto his laser sword for hire crew. So other than that, what can we tell from this character besides the quiet, silent type? For one, I can confidently say he is not the eighth brother. Aside from the fact that Marrok is a human, or at least near human, he has human hands and feet based on the fact that, well, we can see them in the show. The eighth brother is a Terralin Django jumper, which have 2 fingers and 2 thumbs, at least from what I can tell. They also have 2-toed feet, and from what we know of the eighth brother's appearance in Rebels, it's that he goes barefoot. Also, he died, so there's that. But let's move on. Marrok is Barriss Offee. This is an interesting theory, as we know Barriss has quite the history with Ahsoka, being that she framed her and nearly had her falsely sentenced to prison for bombing the Jedi Temple. While I think this is cool, I don't necessarily believe this works, as Barriss never seemed like the Inquisitor type. Was she a fallen Jedi? Yes. But would she join the ranks of the Empire? No. It's not what she believed to be right. She thought the Jedi had become Sith-like in their war against the Separatists, and I really would be surprised if Barriss turned out to be Marrok, because to me it really just doesn't make sense. Also, Marrok has so far been played by a male stunt actor, and has been referred to as he. Marrok is Ezra Bridger, last seen saving the day and blasting off with Thrawn. So this whole theory started with the realization that Marrok comes from an old story of a knight being turned into a wolf by a witch named Morgan. At least that's the quick rundown of the story. We do have a witch in Morgan Elsbeth, as she remains as a surviving witch of Dathomir. Not to mention the fact that Ezra was a fully fledged Jedi Knight by the time of his disappearance. So we have a knight being turned into a wolf, Marrok. Now, how could Morgan have controlled Ezra? Night Sister magic. But this is where it puzzles me, because while I don't doubt Morgan can use Force magic, I do doubt her abilities against someone like Ezra. Now, I'm sure a lot of you don't know him as well, because for the simple reason of weird animation, you refuse to watch Rebels. But Ezra is awesome and super gifted in the Force. I just can't believe Morgan could overpower him and possess him in a way that turns him into a puppet. Also, this would be annoying for the heroes who are searching for him. Like, cool, he was there the whole time. Not to mention the fact that he was in another galaxy with Thrawn, meaning he'd have to somehow return to the normal Star Wars galaxy. That defeats the whole point of the Eye of Sion in freeing Thrawn from his banishment. No, to me, the best and most hyped theory is that Marrok is in fact Galen Marek. Marek? Seems like the names might be onto something. Now, Galen Marek, Starkiller, is a complicated story, so I recommend, if you're curious, to look into Force Unleashed 1 and 2. Star Wars fan favorite Sam Witwer voiced and modeled the character in the video game, and boy was he powerful. Like, rip a Star Destroyer from the sky, disintegrate stormtroopers, and channeling Force lightning like it was nothing. Seriously, these games were so much fun to play. Hints have been made by Sam Witwer and Dave Filoni discussing Starkiller joining the canon universe as an Inquisitor before, and recently Sam Witwer has stated that he has worked on the Ahsoka show, along with credited work as a voice actor. The stuntman who plays Marrok is roughly the same size and build as Sam Witwer, and Marrok has spoken sounding a lot like Starkiller in the video game's DLC. And the Inquisitors, like Starkiller, were trained by Darth Vader to hunt down and kill all the Jedi that survived Order 66. So wouldn't it be cool to see the last surviving Inquisitor apprenticed to Darth Vader fight the Jedi who was trained by Anakin Skywalker? To me, that's hype. This, of course, comes with a lot of trepidation from fans of Starkiller, as they don't want to see his story changed and his power level to be nerfed. But in my opinion, his story will always remain in the Force Unleashed games. As for his powers, he obviously can't be a god-level character. There has to be some struggle there, or else he'll just walk through Ahsoka and the rest. I think this could also be cool because we could see him surviving and going off into his own story. Maybe he makes it into the New Beyond galaxy and unlocks some new powers. I could see Shin and Marrok surviving while Baylan falls to Ahsoka. Then maybe they go off and do their own thing together. Finally, the last thing I'll say is we could all just be speculating and theorizing for a character that's completely new. The true number of the Inquisitors remains a mystery, and whether or not some survive beyond the Empire is to be seen. I do know a majority are killed by Ahsoka, Maul, Vader, and Cal Kestis, but you never know if some others were off in different spaces of the galaxy. Although not the coolest theory, the simplest answer is that Marrok is just another Inquisitor to add to the ever-growing list of Imperial agents. Last thing I'll mention here, there is a rumor that he is the same type of alien that the Inquisitor in Tales of the Jedi was, that being a gaseous, dark, smoke-like creature. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. You tell me how you feel about that. The fun thing about this is, of course, the speculation and discussion surrounding this cool character. It seems the bad guys always draw our attention, and for good reason. Star Wars has a big history of redemption and filling out the backstories of the characters fans attached to. But you tell me who you think Marrok is. Is he Barriss, Ezra, or Starkiller, or is he something new? Feel free to subscribe to the channel. I welcome all Star Wars fans, new and old. Please hit the like button as it helps more than you know. Have an amazing day, and may the Force be with you.